congratulations to Carlton and my club, of course, and I'm proud of that for the initiative, and we're proud to be a part of it and setting this tone for the club and for the rest of the community.
In terms of making real action, I mean that seems to be an important step. Is not just talking about it, but doing something. What are you hoping to see soon?
Well, I think the spread through the community. We hope to continue the reconciliation process with not just for the football club, but right across the board with the community, schools, through education, and take it further from there if we can.
Just how far has reconciliation come in the last 40 to 50 years since you've been here?
It's come a long way. You know, you can feel that within the community and the apology and the Prime Minister's statement on that through the government, and that's just bring us close to being exclusive to right across the board with the community and Australia in general.
Did the mixed reaction around Adam Goodes during Indigenous round suggest to you that there's a lot of work to be done, or do you think that there was some progress in the debate around it?
Oh, look, I think people took that the wrong way. I mean, it was just a dance that celebrated something that he got from some program with kids that performed that dance, and he did that on the ground as part of recognising that, and I think the community saw that. The general community saw that as a bit of a war dance and took it the wrong way. So yeah, misconception with it, but it was just a proud moment that he did that dance.
Stephen, a big day for the club in terms of acknowledging and I guess setting in place some action.
Absolutely, it's a really big day for us because I mean, this is an important step forward. I think it's fair to say that the real Carlton is multicultural Carlton, and within that, the development of our first ever RAP is a really important piece of progress. So to do so in NAIDOC week is very appropriate, and we're really proud of the way it's all come together, the input from Syd and Auntie Pam Peterson, Aaron Clark, all those on our RAP advisory board. It's been great progress.
And you must be rapt to have such a...
You love that, don't you?
have such an active role in this as well.
I am, don't worry. I mean, from a personal perspective, to sit around a table with that RAP advisory board with some bright young guys internally who've shown real leadership and a real passion for this, and have brought it together with the support of those people I just mentioned, has been really quite uplifting. So, you know, our responsibility now, as you're saying, is to not just produce a nice looking document, is to live it, and to make sure that the educational components come to life, the responsibility and initiative parts of it come to life, and I promise you they will.
A great part of reconciliation is understanding. Is something about this week or the preparation for this event struck you as something that you've grown in terms of understanding over the last couple of weeks?
Well, personally, I've got a long history of working with Andrew McLeod in Adelaide, and some of the things that we did up in the APY. So I'd like to think that my understanding of the imperative of this is at hand. I mean, if you ask me a question about how far we've come, I think there's still some distance for all of us to come in terms of our understanding. But for Carlton to take a leadership role, albeit a fraction overdue, is a really important step for us.
In terms of football, obviously, talk about the coach at Carlton. How is that progress going with the panel?
Well, look, it's going well. The panel's met 3 times. We're really well settled in terms of you know, what we're looking for and the process at hand. We still feel like we've got some time at hand, but we're underway with having conversations with a number of people, and all I can say at the moment is it's going well. It's you're going to ask me about names and things which I can't help you with, but it's going well.
I can ask you about numbers though. Are you talking to 20, or are you talking to 10 or 5? What have you got it down to?
The number would be between 10 and 20 probably in terms of the initial conversations, and then we'll whittle it back from there.
What does John Barker need to prove over the next 10 weeks that he actually is the man for the job?
Look, I don't think there's any 1 or 2 things that I would say to you that he needs to prove, but he is in the a unique an ideal position to be able to audition really strongly. To be having the steering wheel is a really valuable thing for a candidate. So we're working with him on fulfilling the outcomes that we're looking for the rest of the year. We've talked a lot about learning some things and trying some things. That's for him personally, and that's for the team as well. And I think in his last 5 weeks, he and the coaching group generally have done a really wonderful job, and we're really pleased with the way they're going.
So you have been impressed with the way he's transitioned from it, because that was quite a turbulent time.
Oh, it's a difficult time. I mean, it's a really difficult time to transition, but again, it's a generalisation, but the coaching group in their entirety have done an excellent job of resetting, let's say, a little bit of the mindset, a little about the way we play, different points of emphasis, and to execute that on match day. I think, whether we have a W or an L alongside the result at the end, we've been really pleased with it.
Let's go on, Syd. Do you like the way John's going about it, mate?
Yeah, I do. I like everything that's going on at Carlton at the moment. I think the club's has just been stated. It's got a good direction it's going in now, and I think we'll see something coming from that pretty soon, I hope. And just wish the club and the administration well, and the players, and I'd like to see them back on the top where they should be.
Might get him to place up the boots.
Sorry, Syd. We see so many great Indigenous stories at the moment, but Harley Bennell from the Gold Coast Suns is clearly struggling at the moment with a bit of a drugs crisis. Do you have any advice to him and how he should go about the rest of his football?
Well, I think the club itself probably got that in hand at the moment. I think he'll get full support from that, and I hope that'll happen. I think he gets some. Hopefully, he gets some role models around him and support him that way. I think some good counselling and some good friends around him, as I said, that could help him. And I hope he takes that on board, and we'll see a better character and a better player come from that.
And just one final one on John. It seems like he's already got a bit of a special bond for the players. Just how much of a factor will that be in terms of the selection as well?
Connection with players, building culture, demonstrating leadership, creating the right environment. They're all really important aspects for any coach, and whether they are auditioning with the steering wheel at hand at the moment, or we're talking to them separately, there needs to be a demonstration of a capacity to be able to build all of that, because they're critical elements in your footy club. There'll be some other candidates who'll be able to point very strongly to their capacity to do it as well. We're seeing John at first hand. He's doing a very fine job with it. But building and creating those relationships, let's put it all under the banner of leadership, are really critical roles in every club at the moment, and we're no different to that, so it's going to be high on our agenda.